It's tempting to just say, well, Russia is a great enemy of the United States. We've made them an enemy.
Training and equipment and troops and money to a country that most people can't find on a map 5,000 miles away that's not a U.S. state. Why is that our concern?
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year.
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Слава Україні!
That's a lot of people you tell
Counting or not counting gang violence?
Oh my God. Wait, Cody, go, run, run. Oh. I've just been so thrilled to see ascend American politics. Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA.
Having an armed citizenry comes with a price. So we need to be very clear that you're not going to get gun deaths to zero. It will not happen. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
We're sending arms and missiles and training and equipment and
Zelensky saying, no, we really don't want peace. Who benefits from war? The military-industrial complex, oligarchs of the ruling class of Ukraine. And maybe we should reopen diplomatic channels with the Russian Federation. It's tempting to just say, well, Russia is a great enemy of the United States. We've made them an enemy, and there is no reason to keep them our enemy.
why is it our responsibility to help them win a war? We're sending arms and missiles and training and equipment and troops and money to a country that most people can't find on a map 5,000 miles away that's not a U.S. state. Why is that our concern? Zelensky was not democratically elected. He was displaced in a color revolution by our Central Intelligence Agency. And he's not very well liked in Ukraine.
If you do go into the Oval Office, you should wear a suit and tie. I think that if you go into the sacred, and I've had the honor to go in the Oval Office a couple times, there was this kind of insistence on Zelensky saying, no, we really don't want peace.
I feel like he views it as a surrender, and I think that's a fair position for him to take.
The average age of a Ukrainian military member is 43 years old. They have basically destroyed the young men of their country.
equipment. You men are brave, but they have used our military.
What about this?
If you didn't have our military equipment, if you didn't have...
Do you think America should put more pressure on Russia to achieve peace?
Well, I don't know what pressure looks like.
I mean, pressure is sanctions and more weapons for
I don't know. I think let them fight it out.
The only choice to put pressure on Russia. Shouldn't we do that too?
Something Hill now, like Parker,
Why not?
Hunter Parker.
Because it's not our war. We should actually try to bring Russia closer to us, not further away. So why do you want American taxpayers to fund your war?
Because in 1994, Ukraine gave up
are
all
you from
troops.
Ukraine?
Yes.
So why don't you go fight there? Why do you want us to finance your war?
Well, because in 1994, Ukraine had an agreement with America where Ukraine gave up all nuclear weapons for the guarantees of safety. I think that's something that America should honor.
Okay, I mean, I don't even know what that has to do with financing a border war. It's Americans saying, sorry, $300 billion is enough. We're going to focus on our own country. If you want to support the Slava Ukraina, good for you. But you know what? It's time to put America first and stop funding foreign conflict. Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action, and put Donald Trump back in the White House where he...
Comment on that?
Well, it was an honor actually doing it. We had a great...
Now, JD, I noticed we don't have any teleprompters here for you tonight. We're going to be here for a couple hours. Get comfortable. Bring the best libs that Utah has.
Filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah.